Hi folks, Pat Healy here from the Laker News. I'm at the Carroll's Corner Community Centre where the federal government is going to announce funding for 5 projects in the Musquodoboit Valley and Eastern Shore areas. Let's check it out.
The reason that we're here today is to celebrate some work that's going on in the community that's very exciting on a number of different projects through the area. We've got some good news to share with more than $322,000 that the federal government is investing in 5 community-based projects. The Carroll's Corner Community Centre, where we're gathered here today, I'm pleased to share is going to benefit from a community grant of $150,000 towards the installation of a new accessible playground that's going to be adjacent to the ball field here. It's going to include walking trails and green spaces to promote healthy and active lifestyles. It's also going to include a 3-level log and rope tower, a 3-bay swing set, and a natural play kitchen amongst some of the elements. I want to say thank you to everybody involved with the project. This is very exciting news. As much of these funds might be coming from the federal government, the leadership comes from community organizations. We don't sit and play SimCity in Ottawa behind closed doors and say, this project should go here, that project should go there. We listen to the leaders in the community who are getting things off the ground and making proposals because they know what's best for their own community. When we established the Community Revitalization Fund, it was with those kinds of projects in mind, knowing that we had community leaders who were trying to build back after a couple of difficult years to make sure that we had opportunities for people to gather once again when public health conditions allowed us to do so.
I can't tell you how well this community works to try and get things in place. And I'm also representing Pat Dunn today as well. He's the Minister of Community Culture, Heritage and Tourism. To have a facility such as this is really, I think it's great for the community because children, youth, adults of all ages need that kind of exercise. And you know, rural communities don't have a whole lot right now. Banks, stores, whatever, they're kind of backing away from rural. It's good to have a community that really knows what they want to have and work at it. This here will be a great project for the community, and I can't thank the residents enough because I know how hard you work. I'm incredibly proud to be an MLA for you and with you, and I look forward to many more projects in the future.
2 years ago, I became the councillor for the area, and this community, as well as Myers Grant, were 2 of the most welcoming communities that I had the pleasure to meet when I first started as the councillor. One of the first AGMs I came to was here at Carroll's Corner, and Jim told me about the project for the outdoor playground. HRM was going to be replacing the playground here, so our Parks and Rec staff worked with the community group so well to make sure that we could hold the funding, figure out how we stayed with the HRM funding replacing the playground, and merge that with the new project. So it was a really nice partnership. And then we were able to use some district capital funds to make up the difference of what was needed for the new playground. So we're pleased to use about $10,000, Jim, towards it from district capital, along with the HRM Parks and Rec funding. So that was great. Any investment in rural is a wise investment in the building and the strengthening of communities. So we thank you very much.
We've been working at this for a couple of years now. It was a dream. We saw that there was a need in the community. We have a lot of young families that are moving into our area, and our playground just wasn't cutting it. So we thought, what a wonderful project to take on, but at the time we didn't realize the magnitude of what's involved in trying to secure that amount of funding. We were able to salvage, well, not salvage, but harvest some wonderful hemlock trees from property which we own ourselves, the community centre owns. We were able to harvest some 30-foot long hemlock logs, which are going to form the main structure of our 3-tier climbing tower. So it's nice to see that components directly from our community here are going to be incorporated. Presently, the work is underway, removing some of the old features. We're going to have an outdoor kitchen for the children so that they can come and pretend that they are grown-ups. They'll have some wooden appliances, and we'll outfit them with all kinds of dishes and stuff so that they can play house or do whatever they do in their outdoor kitchen, so that will be a well-used feature. And all of these features will be accessible to children of all ages and capabilities. We're going to be removing the wooden barriers that we have around our playground now, and everything will be ground level enough so that it will be fully accessible. So hopefully when you come back to visit us in the spring, you'll see a wonderful new playground out there that's going to be enjoyed by people in our community as well as the surrounding communities.
Wow, what a great announcement for the 5 community groups here today. Besides the Carroll's Corner Community Centre, receiving funding were the Eastern Shores Gallery, Ecum Secum Volunteer Fire Brigade, the Myers Grant Volunteer Fire Department, and Harbor Lights New Horizon Club. I can't wait to see what this looks like in the spring. I'm so excited. Thank you to Zach Totten from Allstate Insurance for sponsoring this video story. Pat Healy for the Laker News in Carroll's Corner.